Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Asia, aka Frugal Boss, and I'm here with my friend
Shay. I'm her guest today. Ooh.
So you guys have probably noticed her from one of my videos from Dubeezy. We was up in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, you know, get it on, popping and everything. So we did take that lovely trip together for spring break. It was amazing. So today we're going to talk about
Mama. Let's talk about Mama.
So you want to talk about
Mama.
We're going to talk about our dating experiences with
POS.
yes, plenty of niggas.
Plenty of nuts.
Yo, oh my god. So I was on POF for like,
It's crazy you said that because I've been on YouTube before and I've seen how to find a sugar daddy off of POF.
yeah.
And I'm like, wait, I didn't find any of those. I just
No.
found plenty of fucking nuts.
Yeah, plenty of fuck boys, fuck niggas.
And in my case, fuck bitches.
So that is perfect because she'll have the whole opposite of the scope.
Oh, I have some tea
And
for
then
y'all.
I'll have one end of the scope.
We
So
gonna sip this tea, brew this tea, and drink this tea.
extra sweet, please,
sis.
because oh my god, I mean the dates, like no, but I had became a serial dater. Like I was a serial dater because I had just got on the dating scene. I had been off the dating scene for years, for over a decade. Like I was off the market. So when I got on POF, it was like, me? Oh, good morning. Oh, hey, good morning to you too. Oh, the messages was just coming in. I was just,
She probably didn't even know how to keep up.
no, I didn't. Because at one point, matter of fact, I learned how to, and Apple, please start the whole like recall, unsend iMessages, because I had to Wi-Fi off, airplane mode on, and that's how I figured out how to fail messages from going through, because I was copying and pasting messages, send one here, I was texting the wrong one this, and I was like, oh shucks, this is about to get ugly. So yeah, I had to learn how to stop messages from sending, and yeah, it just was horrible.
You okay, sis?
No, this damn shit is
She's gonna edit that out. Hey.
That
hey.
damn. Oh, I hope this is not gonna be there.
What?
You see that square?
That square ain't gonna be.
Is it
there.
gonna be on the recorder?
No.
Oh.
That's just like the light, like they show you where you want more lighting. I don't know why it's staying though. That's weird.
Yeah, it never. Like I never seen that stay before. Like, get out of here. So where were we?
We were talking about you being a little serial thought.
Serial dater.
Little serial hoe.
Okay, it was so bad. Like, I would get up, already had like dates planned, and then you get your little good morning text like, oh hey, and oh we're still on for lunch, we're still on for breakfast.
She
brunch.
never paid for food.
Never. That's really bad, and it wasn't about the food.
Boo.
Yes, it was. So it wasn't really about that. I mean, it was like conversation, something to do.
Something to do. I was just thinking that in my brain.
It was something to do. Like I really had nothing to do. I was in a whole new city, didn't know anybody like other than my clients, and that was it.
For those who don't know, we live in Las Vegas.
We live in Las Vegas, so it's like in Vegas, it's always something to do, but you have to pay. Like anyway, you gotta pay. Like it's money. Like this is a city with money. So people, when you come to Vegas, you spend money. If you're buying a glass of wine, if you're buying some water from a club, it's like $10. A shot is $20. A mixed drink is like $17. So to go out and have like,
Speaking of that, we should go to Fremont Street tonight.
oh yes. So shout out to Nothing to Do Las Vegas. Shout out to y'all. I'm gonna tag y'all in this video because their Instagram page, they'll tell you like the 411 on like they are on it. Like the pools that are free for locals, the events like on a daily, and it's different, like just different. Just everything is just it's lovely. I like it. So yeah, shout out to them. But anywho, back to POF. So I would go on a date, like I might have hit a date in the morning, and then I'm like, oh, I have a client, I gotta go. My client comes at 1 o'clock. Da da da. I will be leaving there just to go home, just to talk about the date in the midst of getting dressed because I got a lunch date. And then if the lunch date goes good, then maybe I'll have to reschedule the day after that, and that'll drag out into like the night, like, oh, you wanna go do this, you wanna go do that, da da da. So I was a complete like serial dater.
So, what was the worst date that you had? The worst date.
Oh shucks, the worst date.
The worst date.
The worst date. Okay, so
The worst one.
I was talking to this guy on POF, and then we was like talking like via Snapchat and text and so forth and so on. And we had never went out, but we was talking for a while because he was like back and forth from like here to Louisiana or something, and he was like a truck driver, so we was just all over the place. So I'm like, whatever.
Truck hoe.
Yeah, we already know how them trucking thoughts do. So trucking thoughts, like that's cute. So anyway, so he
Truck stop, truck stop.
all day. So speaking of trucks, so we go to Town Square. We meet up at Town Square. So Town Square is like a cute little outdoor shopping mall. They have movies. They have this place. Oh, the place that was in my video, Blue Martini. That's a Town Square. They have restaurants. I mean, it's just a nice little outdoor shopping little plaza. So we go there, and I'm expecting to go out. I mean, we're going to the gang works. We're going to go to the movies. We're going to go to dinner. Like, I like fun dates too. Like, I can kick your ass and laser tag. We can go to Dave and Buster's, Gangworks, like I said. We can go go-kart. Like, I like active, fun dates. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll go to Gangworks. So we go to Gangworks. We go inside. And there's people there in the front because it's not, you don't pay to get in. You just pay for your game. So maybe you have a game card from yesterday. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe you have to stop and buy one. So we walk in and he says, country as hell, we gotta pay to get in this motherfucker.
What?
I was so embarrassed. So the girl was like, she was like, oh no, you don't have to, like trying to joke it off. But I'm pissed because I'm like, wow, did you really ask that? And then the way that you asked it, like, okay, I'm already annoyed. So fast forward that, we didn't pay to get in that motherfucker. So he ain't paid. We didn't get a car. We didn't play nothing. Because clearly he didn't want to spend no money. So then he says, so we leave out. I'm like, you want to go to the movies?
He didn't want to go to the movie?
He didn't want to go to the movies. You know what he told me? I forgot. I don't know which movie was out at the time. But he said, we can watch that on his phone. We could watch the movie on his phone. I didn't get to the kick.
But
I didn't get to
date me.
I didn't even get y'all to the gag.
I gotta sit my.
So I say, okay, let's go get some food. What you wanna get? We can go to Cheesecake Factory, or we can go to Grand Lux. You know they one and the same. So he's like, shit, we're trying to get from there. Well, what difference do it matter? What I'm trying to get from there? What difference do it make? So I'm like, probably some pasta or something. God damn, that shit probably about $20.
He said it.
$20. I was like, I mean, it's probably like 12. I don't know.
About what? One more time.
$20. So I said, I don't know how much it costs.
Make that go viral. Hashtag that shit about
what difference? $20. I'm like, what difference do it make? Like, okay, so what? He's like, all right, you want to ride with me? I'm like, you can follow me there. I'm already like, you can follow me there because I'm going to lose you in the traffic. Nigga. I'm out of here. Like, I'm going home. I'm not following. You're not following me nowhere. Like, the date is
Done.
over. The date is over. First of all, you want to know what he was driving?
I'm scared.
Here go the gag. What did I tell
The
you?
gag is.
What did I tell you he was?
What was it?
What did I tell you he did with his profession? What his profession was? A truck driver, right? You know this motherfucker bought
Don't
the
say
truck.
he did not bring the truck.
He bought the truck to the date, but it wasn't he didn't have the trailer. He drove the front, you know, the little big box with the little part right there. Blue. So the whole time in the parking lot, he kept saying, I'm in a big blue truck. I'm in a blue.
She probably thought he was in a big blue, like, truck.
I'm thinking he mean a Tahoe, an Escalade.
Cadillac.
Something. He could have been in a goddamn Chevy Traverse for all I give a shit.
Was he cute?
He was nice looking. He was decent looking.
Well,
That was the only, of course, Perk kept me talking to him for a little bit, going out with him. Planning a date to go out with him. And he drove the fucking tractor trailer to the damn job. No trailer, but just the truck part.
The truck.
That was the worst date. The worst date because it ended up not being no date. He didn't want to pay for GameWorks. He didn't want to go to the movies. He told me that we could watch the movie on his phone. And then he drove the damn truck for the date. So,
That's a gag.
that was the worst date.
That's sickening.
I blocked that. I blocked his ass
You
before
blocked
I
that
even-
hoe?
Well, I called my sister like, yo, this nigga drove the truck. She was dying laughing. I was like, yo, just leave. Just go. Just leave. Like, right now. I just left. I don't know if he made it in a truck, started it up because he thought he was following me to the strip. No. Done. So that was my worst date. I mean, that was just one of many, but I would have to say that was
The worst one.
the one I look forward to the most that turned out to be the worst. Yeah. So that's that. And what about one of your experiences?
I had a worst day off of Plenty of Nuts. I met this girl. Please don't watch this video.
Tag her.
Anyways, let me, before I say this, you're a sweetheart, you know, but this is why I didn't work, okay? I met this girl off of Plenty of Nuts about some time ago. It's like, no, let me stop, for real, seriously. I met this girl off of Plenty of Nuts, and basically, we had been talking. You know, I live in Las Vegas. I have family back home in Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore.
Shout out.
So I have family back in Baltimore. So I do my monthly visits, sometimes weekly visits. I don't care, whatever. So I'm going home to visit Baltimore. She offered to pick me up from the airport, which kind of was scary because
Oh, I heard this one.
I
y'all.
never. Yeah, I was calling her. I was like, hello, this girl is crazy. Anywho, I never met her before, so I'm like, pick me up from the airport. This is like our first time actually meeting. It's a little scary, but she was so pressed. Like, dang, I don't know. I'm gonna say pressed. She was so generous and wanted to pick me up.
Persistent.
Yes.
Very persistent.
Generous. very
Nice.
Generous. Yeah. So she's like, no, I'm going to pick you up. I said, you do know that my flight is going to get in at like 12 o'clock in the morning. And you do know that, you know, you're going to get out your bed. You're gonna have to, I'm okay. I'm going to pick you up. Okay. Cool. Give my daddy a break. I know he's probably tired of picking me up from the airport all the time. So I'm like, kind of nervous. I never met her before. And when I pulled up, you know, I'm already telling her the disclaimer, hey, I don't have any makeup on, you know, I'm just tired, you know, just like a disclaimer because this is the first time you're meeting me. And
It's like an unscheduled FaceTime
and I'm
call.
leaving off of a 5-hour flight, so
Yeah.
you're not about to see me with like all dolled up. So I get to the airport, she's there, she has a little nice car, and she opens the door for me and put my bags in and give me a hug, and I'm like, oh, this is so cute, you're so cute. Okay. So she begins to drive, and I'm just like, so where are you going? You know, she's like, I'm going back to my house until you figure out where you want to go. Nice try, but okay, whatever. We go to her house, and you know, it was cool. You know, we chilled, nothing too serious the first time. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna drop you off, and tomorrow I'm gonna pick you out. I'm gonna take you out. First, I was just like, how you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do with my day? But okay. You want to pick me up tomorrow? Fine, that's cool, not a problem. So she's like, be ready at, I think she said 2 o'clock. I'm like, okay. So the next day comes, and she's like, actually, change that. Can you change that? She called me like, can you change that to 1? And I'm like, no, because you told me to be ready at 2, and that's what time I'm gonna be ready. Like I'm out. I'm doing things with my family.
Yeah, no. This
So,
was the same day she wanted to change the time?
Yeah, like no, you can keep it for what the time was. So she comes, and I get cute, honey. Like, sis, I put my lipstick on. I put my trench jacket on. I had my little pointy toe boots.
Ooh,
Honey,
sis.
I sprayed,
Casket.
honey, I sprayed the finest on, honey. I'm like, I'm going to spray me down with some Good Girl, and y'all know what Good Girl is if y'all know what Good Girl is. So I'm going to spray my body down with some Good Girl, and yeah, I'm going to put my good shit on because I'm about to go on a date, okay? I get in the car. She said, Shay, meet my sister and my nephew. Mind you, this is my second day meeting her.
It's a family reunion.
I go back and I said, your sister is in the car, your nephew. Oh, hi, nice to meet you guys. And I turn around and I'm like, so where we going? She was like, oh, it's a surprise. So I'm like, okay. So
Well, that was a surprise.
we pull up to the place and we at a child's party. It's her little cousins who is
Birthday
60
party.
years, so I said 60. She is 6 years old. Birthday party.
Wow.
I mean, I'm hugging Auntie Ann. I'm hugging Grandma Murray. I'm hugging all the people. Mind you, this
Auntie
is
Ann,
our
Marie Cameron.
second day meeting each other. I'm like, this is so awkward and so weird. And then you have me at a child's party, and I'm like dressed up like I'm really about to go
On a
somewhere.
job
Like, for
interview.
real. Like, what's going on?
Dang.
That's what I knew. It was not going to work out. So I guess she saw me on the phone with my friends, spilling all the tea because I went out of the party. And I called her. I called my best friend, and I'm just like, Carol, can you believe it? Da, 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 da. Blah, 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 blah. So then she had a nerve to say, hey, you want to go sit in the car and talk? I'm like,
I want to go home! Shucks. I'm about to get an Uber. I'm about to leave.
do I want to go to the car and talk? Ooh. Sure. Let's go to the car and talk.
What did y'all talk about?
Her mother.
Oh,
Her deceased
yeah.
mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, what an interesting conversation. After that time, I just started laying low a little bit. Oh, and then after that, I mean, that's not even where it ended. So after we leave the party, we drop her sister off, and then she goes, do you want to go to a restaurant to get something to eat? You think? We supposed to be going on a date, so you think? So she like, all right, I know this good spot down Canton, and we can get some food from. I'm like, okay, cool. Then she like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna take you to my house so we can grab Uber Eats. Uber Eats. That's what we grabbed. Yep, that was it. That was my date.
At least you got to grab some food. 'Cause I had
No,
to
I don't want
get
Uber
food.
Eats. I just sat at a child's party for 6
Where
hours.
was the party at?
It was at East Point Mall. If anybody know where that's at in Baltimore, Maryland, East Point.
What was that? Jeepers or something like that?
They have this little place down at the basement, and they have laser tagging in one part, and it's like a little kid store, it's like a little kid thing. Yeah. So that didn't work out
Wow.
because she did some other weird things after that. I didn't let that define, but did it for me, sis. If you're watching, it was the teeth in the car. Yes. Not your mom's, not your mother's teeth. Your sister's dead mother's teeth was in your car, and they had been in your car for your mother. She had been dead for what, 4 years, I believe. Yeah, that creeped me out.
What did it for me was when we walked in Gameworks. We got paid to get in this motherfucker. Did it for me. I should have left it. That was my fault for walking upstairs to the movie theater, for trying to initiate dinner. Like that was yeah. That
I met a lot of
It wasn't
crazy-
even the truck that did it for me. You would have thought I should have just drove off then. That wasn't even.
Yeah, because you might feel
yeah, like you're a
you
truck
have a
driver.
chance to-
If you driving through, you might be like, man, I'm not even about to waste no
Yeah.
money on no rental car. Like, I'm about to unhook my trailer. I'm taking this truck on a date. Forget it. Like, truck drivers used to, you know them for making money. So I'm like, whatever, get it how you live. I respect the hustle, but
I've called this girl about a lot of crazy people off Plenty of Fish.
yeah. So that had to be my absolute.
I started
craziest.
believing that Plenty of Fish is pretty much people who really are weird and they
I honestly believe
can't
guys.
date.
See,
Honestly.
your end is different, but I guess not because it's like you date dominant females anyway.
Not
Like, right?
necessarily.
What are they like? Not
I
how?
like
What
fe-
is it?
I like
Let's-
feminine girls too.
Okay, but what do you really like?
I really
Go
like.
after.
I really go after both.
Okay, these. Okay, but like I feel like on the guys, I think the guys are like social. Most of them are socially awkward. Because it's so easy for men to meet women, if that makes sense. Like a guy can be at a bar and easily approach somebody and say, "Oh, hey, what's up? Y'all want some?" It's not the same for a woman to go up to a man like, "Oh, you looking good, sir. Let me buy you a drink. Let you buy me a drink."
I think it's the same.
No.
Yeah, it's the same when the girls part.
Yeah, so it's
most
like-
of them are introverts, so they don't really know how to even express themselves
Nope.
to get a date.
Nope.
So it's easy to just put up a bio, a pic, and then be like,
Be
you know,
whoever you want to be.
hey, how are you? But then when you get around them, you like, yeah, I can see why you've been single for 5 and 8 years. I see.
Now I say, yeah, and it's the same thing. Like, I mean, I done went on dates with guys that's been in their early 30s, and they have been so socially awkward, like super. And I've been on dates with guys that's been the same age as me.
I don't like people with the same age as me, but
I really don't either.
this one worked out.
I really hate people in the same age group as me too.
Me too.
But when I met somebody that was 32, and at the time I was like 24. So I was 24, he was 32, and I'm like, oh, yes, perfect. Like, dark, handsome, older, this could be perfect. No, it wasn't. It was horrible.
Yeah.
He was lazy, he was broke, didn't want to do absolutely anything. Like,
Sounds like somebody I know.
no, he was horrible. He was so horrible. And then when I met somebody that was my age, they was a little bit more outgoing. But for me, I love to travel, and you don't meet a lot of men that like to travel. Like, black people, really kind of, some of them can just stay, especially country ones too. Like, it's hard. It's a stereotype, but sometimes they just be trapped in the elm. Like,
They're
oh,
so complacent.
I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to do that. I'm scared to go that. I do love the new generation and like the new movements of people traveling, getting passports, getting out, starting businesses, doing stuff. But then you find the ones who stuck. They are completely stuck in the elm. Like when I was back home in Baltimore, oh my God, I don't know how many guys I've met who has never left the state of Maryland. This one dude told me he had never left Baltimore. Then he said, oh, matter of fact, no, I've been to Arundel Mills.
For y'all that don't know, Arundel Mills is like 20 minutes away
Right.
from Baltimore, Maryland.
And I'm like, so you really just stay down Bloom Street? Like you just be down?
Bloom.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ghetto. Oh, the ghetto. Oh, the urban.
How did you end up down there?
No. And I met him on Damn Curry.
Oh.
Matter of fact, my father, he built houses and like renovate houses and all of that. So he was doing a construction project down Curry Street. So I went down there to stalk him. And when I went down there to stalk him, he was walking past. And this one I used to be like really just verbal. I used to be more of a extrovert than an introvert. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, hey. And he was all quiet, like. So then we like exchanged numbers on phone. Was like, hey, yo, you coming up? Try act like he was dictating and all that. I'm like, don't be talking to come down here talking trash. I've been looking for you. I've been calling you. You ain't even answer your phone. I need some money. And
Then he disappeared. Let her talk to her. Talk to the guy. Okay.
so yeah, that was that. But yeah, I had met him down there. But clearly, those are like more so like low winter, you know. urban neighborhoods, and he had never been out. He had never been out of the state of Maryland. Like, guys there go to daggone Hagerstown, Georgetown, do a little shopping and think they didn't.
Yeah.
They think they done went to Paris.
Definitely.
They think they done went to Italy somewhere. So, yeah. So, definitely so. But
So, what was your best?
oh, my best date.
Best POF date.
My best POF date. I don't even know. That's a good one. I have no idea what was my best POF date. Like, because I have to, the date may have been decent, like the things that we did, but if I didn't like the person, then
It was still a bad date.
yeah, it was still a bad date. Like this one day, we did a lot of stuff. Like we didn't do a lot of stuff, but we went to dinner. That's when we did the high roller. And
But that wasn't a good date because he was talking about how much he spent all
Exactly.
night long.
he would not stop talking about how much money he spent on the date. Like the whole night, he kept going back to like, oh, I never spent this much on a date before. I never spent this much on a date before. And I was just like,
That's a no-no.
what?
Big no-no.
And he was in a relationship for 6
Don't tell
years.
me how much you spent on a date with me, how much you spent for an item on me. Do not tell me any
First
of
of
those
all,
things.
I don't even drink. He was the one who was drinking on the date. We go to Cheesecake Factory, and he's like, can you get a glass of Moscato or some calamari? And I'm like, is he ordering for me? He was ordering for him. So the lady bring out the wine. So she goes like this and sits the wine in front of me. I said, oh, no, that's his. So she said... I'm like, yeah, you would have thought I ordered. She's like, oh yeah, I thought it would have been the other way around. Yeah, sir, you were sitting here ordering cute drinks, like, and you complaining about the bill. So, that wasn't a good date. I would have to say, I don't know.
Cheesecake Factory not even expensive.
No, it's not. That's why I couldn't even understand. Like, I think people just automatically think it's expensive. Like, they're just intimidated by the look.
When my father take us out to eat, the family, he takes us to Cheesecake Factory like it's a buffet. Like, we all
Yeah,
go to Cheesecake.
because it's like the same. Honestly, the prices are the same as Fridays. Like, if you go to Fridays and get a shrimp Cajun pasta, it's $20. If you go to Cheesecake Factory and get shrimp Alfredo, it's $20. It's the same. It's just the
dessert,
look is
$6.
different.
Same thing.
Yeah, it looks different.
It's a little
Like,
bit more, romantic. Damn, like.
yeah, it has like more of a little ambiance and so forth. And then Fridays is more like barish, lounges, TVs,
sports
like
bars feel.
yeah. And then the one here, they have slots machines, like you can do gaming.
Vegas have slots everywhere, guys.
Yeah,
They want all your money.
gaming and alcohol, absolutely everywhere.
You can take your alcohol inside the Denny's. My
They
girlfriend
got a
came
full-stop
down here.
bar.
She came down here. My girlfriend came down here, and she was like, "We went to Denny's." She was like, "Wait, I gotta put this in your bag." I'm like, "Yeah." She
That's
was like
Vegas,
sitting
girl.
at the. She was
We
sitting
would
at
sit
the
at the bar and be
table
like,
and was drinking her beer. She was like, "This feels so wrong." I'm like,
You know they got a full bar too.
Not that one.
Which one y'all
We
went
didn't
to?
go to that one. We went to the one near Eminem.
The one on the strip?
Yeah, the one at the top of the strip.
Yeah, they got a full bar.
They say it.
They
the
had
one
wine?
at the bottom does.
Do they have wine?
Nothing.
Oh, see, we went to the one.
Near hers? Yeah, they have it. The hers?
I don't know which one we went to.
Lady
honestly.
be in the hallway?
It might have been that one.
Yeah,
then. Is
that's what I
upstairs
thought,
too?
yeah.
Okay, then it's that one. My friend
That's
came
what
out
I
here.
thought. I was
for-
like, oh, baby, we can go to Denny's. They have the 2-for-1. Remember, she got the 2-for-1 specials. I'm like, we can get a 2-for-1. And he was like, no, that's down the street. We don't
Oh,
have to.
okay.
That
yeah.
one makes, he was like, that one makes $6 million a year. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, because he,
We don't get that much service.
when my
here.
friend, when she came out here, my friend Brittany, she came out here one year. We went to, we just all day, all night. We went to Dre's. Then we went from Dre's. And we went to Denny's because we was hungry. And she was already toasted because she pre-gamed before we left. Then she got a couple drinks at Dre's. And then we went to Denny's. By the time we got to Denny's, she was like, oh, yes, I'll have a Merlot. And she got a Merlot. I don't even think she sipped it. And she was already slumped across the bench. Sleep, food came. I'm like, just get a box. I just sat there, ate my food, laughing, and people walking by like, oh my
Those
God,
are the best
is she
nights
okay?
when you're so drunk. When
Yeah,
you're
she
just
was
like that.
done, and we was trying to race the sun
I remember
home.
those nights.
Yeah, we was trying to beat the sun home. But yeah, I didn't know they had, I didn't even realize they had two. well, the one of them had a liquor license and one of them didn't. Like, that's completely weird. But you know, the one down Fremont got a full bar too.
You got Denny's down Fremont?
Yeah, they got one that's right downstairs from the place with the games. What's it called?
Oh, you know what? Right? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they got one right down there. But yeah. So that was my worst date. I honestly can't think of a best date that I've had off of POF. Where I've been on like Tinder, OKC, Soul Swipe.
Oh, so she's a serial
And then so I met my current boyfriend off of Soul Swipe. And it's crazy because I was on Soul Swipe for like a week, and then he was on Soul Swipe for like the same amount of time, and then we just like crossed paths. And then mine, like, you know, it says like where you're from, so it's like from Baltimore, Maryland, lives in Las Vegas, and his like from Washington D.C., lives in Las Vegas.
Oh,
and then
you guys are from the DMV.
Shout
out to the DMV.
Oh, you from Baltimore? I'm from D.C. And I was like, ew, D.C., yuck. And then we just started talking like that. So I'd probably say that was one of the best dates because we just went out, and after that it was just like, oh, you want to go down to Fremont? Okay, we down to Fremont. Oh, we do this. Oh, we did that. And we was out for like hours talking, having a nice little time. And then
we're still together.
Here we are a year and a half later. Oh my God. And yeah, that's about that. Any best dates off of there? Oh yeah, you do have a best date off of there too. So I guess more of the story, you know,
we found love in the hopeless place.
Dating apps did work out, actually.
Found love in the hopeless place.
It actually worked, yeah.
I found my love. My best date on POF was in February. But talking to somebody off of there. I was talking to them for like at least 2 weeks. And
that was on POF or another site?
POF.
Oh.
Tinder was trash. Tinder
was trash. You know what? Soul Swipe is like the black Tinder, and it's like just mainly like black people.
They don't have
into that. But.
For all my lesbians out there, Soul Swipe is not for you guys. Okay, it's for the straight people. She tried to tell me about it. Go Soul Swipe. I went on there. I had no matches. Okay, and it was like that for weeks. I'm like checking.
Oh,
still no searches in my area.
Oh shucks. God dang it. Well, isn't that something? Wow.
But I did go on a date afterwards. It was marvelous. I was talking to this person for 2 weeks off of Tinder, and then I took a chance on flying across
Tinder.
Not Tinder. Sorry, I like to say things that I don't mean. Sorry.
POF.
Yeah, POF. I took the chance of actually flying, like, across the freaking world to go meet somebody, and this person could have been a serial killer and killed me, and then nobody would have knew. They would have been like, "Where's she? Oh, no, talk to her." She didn't even know I was gone. I just went down there.
Sneaky.
Wow, and it was a beautiful date. Like, we went everywhere. We went to.
The pictures were so nice.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant that had like sherbets and then mimosas. I was like, this is so cool. Never had a sherbet in my mimosa. We went there. We went to a soul food spot. Oh my gosh, the macaroni and cheese and the sweet potatoes was so good.
What was the name of it?
I don't even remember. I wish I could, because I can shout them out, but I don't know. And we went to maybe by the time she edited this video and put everything up, I'll have that for you guys, because it was really good. It was in Virginia Beach, so if you're ever in Virginia Beach, the soul food place was magnificent. And then we went to see Black Panther in 3D, and then we went to an arcade, and then trying to be like Asian.
What?
Years later.
Yeah. Speaking it into existence.
Not years later. It's been 5 months later.
But that was great, though. That was great. When you go through a couple of toads and then like POS and dating apps, I was
giving up.
I mean, just the stuff people say, like intros and outros and getting.
Oh, how about when you inbox people when they say, "Did you read my bio?" Who got time to read these paragraphs? I'm just inboxing you for the summary. Shucks.
Nobody got time for that.
And they never told me that, but my friend is a lesbian. She's a dominant female, and stud, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. these terms nowadays. I'm too old for that. But anyways, my friend.
I don't understand.
My
I be
friend
trying.
inboxed some feminine girl on POF, and the feminine girl was like, "Did you read?" Her comment was like, she said, "Hey, beautiful, you're ready. I want to get to know you." Her comment was, "Did you read my inbox?"
Oh, sis.
I mean, did you read my bio? And my friend was like, "No." She said, "Well, I think you should." So she read the bio, and it was like, "No studs, and if studs come in my inbox, I'm gonna cuss your ass out." Ooh, that was funny.
Mm.
But see, they be so extra on those because they're pretty much introverts and they can be whoever they want to be.
Yeah, that's
They
just
want
what,
to
like,
say that shit in your face.
social media in general. People can be whoever they want to be. That's why, even with doing this video, I'm like, listen, I'm not taking my scarf off. I'm not about to be beat down. Listen, you get what you gonna get.
Okay.
And that's just as real as it's gonna get. Okay? I'm not even about to be all extra and the most, like, y'all know. Y'all come here getting a real
She's
feel
already
who we
extra
do.
anyways. It comes with her personality.
It just comes that. Just like, you don't drink? What? Sis.
I drink her drinks.
Okay. For me. Like, I don't need all that.
It's okay. She could be my DD. I'm okay with that.
Always.
I'm good to know that if I go out with Asia, I can get fucked up.
Always. Even in Mexico. Like, we got pulled over twice in Mexico. I ain't had nothing to worry about. Now, granted, if I was a drinker, I probably wouldn't be doing this video. I'll probably still be locked up in Mexico. Hoping that the embassy send me some representation so I can get out and come back on home. Don't play with me. Heck no. I'm about to get on this flight. And that's that. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Until our next video.
Nice to meet you guys.
Set goals and crush them. And like, comment, subscribe,
And share.
So until next time, we'll see you later.
Peace.
Bye.
You ain't gotta get home. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get
The hell, man.